What's going on, everybody? Welcome to T-Shirt Tuesday, another T-Shirt Tuesday. Here we go. 10 more monster vintage T-shirt sales, all in used condition, all that have happened within the last 72 hours. Again, sales that just make you go, where's all this money coming from? Like, it's insane to see. Now, let's do a little housekeeping first. If you've sold a vintage t-shirt that's used, that fits the description in these videos, shoot me an email, dadplanetofficial@gmail.com. If it makes sense, I'll feature you. I'll shout out your store, and we'll go from there. 10 more big monster t-shirt bolos. Let's get into it. This first one here, like Nirvana, and if you're asking for my personal opinion, I think this shirt is done in poor taste. I don't like seeing anyone's death certificate on a t-shirt. I didn't even know this existed, but nonetheless, it does. So it's on a Fruit of the Loom tag. It says the apparel company, I believe, is the like stamp on the bottom. So there's Fruit of the Loom. It's a copy of his death certificate, and I don't understand it. So I think this was a best offer shirt. Yeah, if you look at the next tab here, it appears to be a bolo of sorts. I mean, I don't know where it's landing. This was a lot of 3 that had the death certificate shirt weaved into it. So these 3 sold for $650. This one here only got a couple of bids up to $145. So it's really hard to say where this landed, but there's something about this one that just rubs me the wrong way. And maybe I'm letting emotion cloud my logic judgment here, but I don't know. Anyway, it looks like it sold for a huge dollar amount. You know, there you go. And we'll move on to the next one. Again, this is a bootleg. This shirt does have, regardless of whether it's like officially licensed or not, it's got historic significance because, you know, the shirt says this is the first Black Masters champion. So this is a cool shirt, regardless of like where it came from or the legality of actually selling it. Tiger Woods, it got 58 bids, bid up to just over $1,000. That is insane. And yeah, only 3 pictures, and I mean, not a single one of them has a picture of the full shirt on it. So there you go, $1,000 anyway. We'll move on to the next one. Jade Man, what a buttery voice, huh? So this only got 1 bid, but it did sell for $900. There's your Giant by Anvil tag. 100% cotton, XL, Summer Deluxe. I don't know if that was her the name of her tour in '93, but Jade is just one of the softest, like most serene voices in my opinion. So anytime you find something that's first of all, how would you know if you don't know who this is? Because, you know, this could be a few people if you don't recognize who Jade is. So might have to do a little homework, but definitely her, definitely a nice shirt. Good sale. We'll move on to the next one. So a vintage 1990s Mighty Morphin Power Rangers shirt. So Rita Repulsa, a very like standard made in the USA Fruit of the Loom XL tag, and it is a front shirt only. I will try and maximize the graphic. Great shirt. I would look this up. I was not a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan. I think that was like I was past my prime at that point, but as you can see, sorry, I'm getting all messed up there. But as you can see, this bad boy sold for $1,000 with standard shipping, coming from Muncie, Indiana. An insane sale. Move on to the next one. Tim Burton, A Nightmare Before Christmas. A huge hit, a huge favorite in my house. This shirt got 50 bids and was bid up to $522. Let's get a picture of the tag. Stanley DeSantis, and an all over print, both front and back. What an amazing shirt. There's Disney, Stanley DeSantis. You can see that down there on the left. Awesome shirt. Obviously a timely sale. Nightmare Before Christmas has been popular since it came out, so we're not learning anything new here, but $552. If you find it in a store, that's crazy. We'll move on to the next one. All right, now I'll maximize this one. Looks like this t-shirt sold for $500. You can see the stains at the top. Little bit of a yellow discoloration. The artist here is Keith Haring. So Keith Haring was like a New York City street artist, prominent like in the 80s. I believe he passed away in the early 90s, and somewhere like 1990, 1991. You know, his art is, let me see if I can pull it up here for you. His art is easily recognizable once you start to recognize this style. It's very, very unique. So there are about 600 to 700 used Keith Haring t-shirts that have sold in the last 90 days. So it most certainly is a bolo. Of the 600, there are roughly 23 that have sold for over $100. So we're focused on the high dollar amount ones, but you can also see here is a tie-dye one that sold for, you know, 200 best offer. Radiant Baby in color red. I think this one also was Radiant Baby. So 165 best offer. This one sold for 175. But you can kind of tell, you can kind of get a sense of how his art looks if you were unfamiliar with him at the time. And, you know, he was an advocate for learning about the AIDS virus and protecting yourselves. So that's actually how he died. He died of the AIDS virus. But his art is very recognizable, and there are plenty of shirts here that have sold for well over $100. Here's one that was an Andy Warhol best offer in 2000. So Keith Haring, try to look for his artwork when you're out in the stores, because he is a bolo for sure. We'll move on to the next one, James and the Giant Peach, another television promo shirt on a Hanes Beefy Tee tag. And I don't think this is double-sided. Is it double-sided? Hold on, I gotta get back out of here. I don't think there's anything else on the back. Nope. So single-sided, 27 bids, 900. This seller actually sold an XL, and I think he had the same shirt in a small. So those sold within minutes of each other. He got $900 for this one. And to me, that is just bananas. I think I would accidentally pass this up. Now I won't, because I've seen it on 2 separate occasions sell for a crazy dollar amount, $900. I mean, you know, God bless him. Move on to the next one. Metallica, this should be obvious. From 1989, the shortest straw has been pulled for you. 32 bids, free shipping, $1,300. I'll maximize it here. A white t-shirt that looks like it's in fantastic condition. Now I checked, and I think it does say that there are some holes. So there's so it's double-sided right there is the back. Push head, I believe that's P-U-S-H. Yeah, push head. I don't know how you pronounce it. Licensed to Brockham. You guys will see that often on the band shirts. Brockham is a bolo to look for sure. So it says I see holes, but I didn't see any. I mean, he certainly didn't photograph them. But Metallica, super obvious. But $1,300, that's crazy. We'll move on to the next one, which I think is hilarious because it is a spoof on the Spice Girls. So Betty Boop, Spice Girls parody shirt. I don't know if this is like officially licensed. That tag certainly looks unique and original. I can't read what it says. The brand is Changes. It says Changes right there. That's a tag I've never seen before. But this shirt is pretty hilarious. Betty Boop, Spice Girls, Boop World, and it got sold for $399. $400 for that shirt. Insane. And I think this is also, no, this is double-sided. So it says girl power on the back, and then there's the graphic image on the front. Very, very cute. And we got one more left. It is ScoobyDoo Zombie Island. This seller hung this up from a rack, took 2 pictures, the biggest ScoobyDoo event of all time, and this shirt sold for $1,000. It is from the 90s according to this person's item specifics. They didn't even take a picture of the tag. It didn't matter. Somebody bought it and paid $1,000 for that shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for T-Shirt Tuesday. If you have sold something similar, remember, dadplanetofficial@gmail.com. Give me a shout out if you want to see more content like this. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell notification icon. Leave me a like if you learned something new. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know if you've sold something similar or you passed something up that maybe you've seen now and you regret. We'll talk about it, and then we'll see you in the next video.